Hello, strangers, and welcome back to my channel, Penny-Sized Dreadfuls. I just want to say thank you for watching. I am starting this channel again, and I promise you my videos will get better. Right now, I am working on a tutorial for a Victorian photo album that I designed with full documentation of a real antique album that I own, and I made that into a kit that you can use to make your own. So here we are with the typewriter that I made in Michael Yurcovik's class. Hannah was in our class. She was pretty cool. She ended up finding us all like driftwood pieces and stuff from the beach. So everybody made a little vignette. I last minute made that little traveler's notebook, and I made a toothpick into a little pencil. But really, nothing can upstage this typewriter. It's so beautiful. All made of metal, and every single piece kind of like incredible that we made every piece ourselves. Really impressed with him as an instructor, and really impressed with what the Guild School put together to design classes for us. So in Pete and Pam Boorum's class, this is what I made. So this is so freaking awesome because this was one of my items on the wish list to fill a 12-hour spot, and I wasn't really sure about it because I don't really have a need for these tools in my house, but I was like, they're pretty dang cute, and it seemed like the best bang for your buck. But now really what I'm thinking is it was the best choice for me because I learned so much. So learning how to make the tiny little pieces, learning how to use a jeweler's saw, the ideas, the innovation that Pete and Pam brought to the table were pretty impressive. So it's just, how freaking cute is all of that? So we have our little miter box. We have our hand saw, which, as you can see, has a real blade on it. We folded this tiny piece over the top. It's just kind of incredible, the detail that went into these things. So I'm gonna slowly take them off to show you. The little paintbrush. Here's my little paintbrush. We'll go here. So we've got another little hand saw, and this is a real blade also. This is a jeweler's blade, I believe, but super cute. One of my favorite pieces is this one because it's just so smart. So we handmade the handles on the lathe. Then we created this out of one pipe. We soldered this piece to the little pipe and then cut the center out. It's just so smart. And this is also a real blade. So when I tell you like the things that we learned because of how smart Pete and Pam are, it's just incredible. The little hammer or mallet, so freaking cute. We made the handle and the head on a lathe also. I think I made mine a tiny bit different from everybody else's because I liked having like a little double here. And then I messed up when I was making the head. You were supposed to put your own extra 2 lines here, and I forgot to do that. So I went back and I just kind of like pressed my X-Acto blade on it. So that's why it's not too perfect, but I think it still looks great. This is surprisingly one of my favorite pieces from the whole bunch, and that's because of this. I can't remember what that's called, the little divot, But I mean, the detail of that and the precision is incredible. Look how small that piece of wood is. And we had to create that little slice for the metal and be able to make that divot on both sides. So that was pretty incredible. And I will let you know, Pete did one of those for me. So I feel like this was a collaboration. So that's my little square. Here is a chisel, which again, we made our own handles on the lathe. The handsaw, how freaking cute. And the detail, like how we learned how to put all of that in, again, a real blade. So that's pretty cool. And then I think this is probably my favorite piece of the bunch. So I have, 3 favorites. Anyway, I love this piece because look at all of that precision. So we've got the little handle. We've got the blade in there, a little wedge. We drilled these holes ourselves. The little hand thing so you can do your wood planing. And I love that there's a real blade in there also. So this just makes me super happy. And then of course I got some coasters from the Guild School. Again, thank you for liking and subscribing. If you want to see more miniatures, I specialize in oddities and curiosities and Victorian parlor type of stuff. I'm making the Victorian photo album like I mentioned before. It's already fully designed and I'm just filming tutorials on different ways to put it together. I look forward to seeing you at the Guild School this year in 2026 in Castine, Maine. Adios.